a complete opposite. I think that would probably make sense for them. That's what you say, JP.
That's what I was saying. I feel like the blend, just blending and balancing, sometimes it always comes through pretty well.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning standards. Those high standards and expectations that alpha females have, they always want someone who fits their criteria, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, someone who's really hype, you need someone who can just, lay you down a bit and just make sure you're...
Because the alpha female, ideally, she's a boss. She's going to say certain things that if you're timid, you're going to find so intimidating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's used to she's used to such a high level that it only makes, to me, like, if I was to date an alpha female, bro, I would probably have to be above her in terms of status. That only makes sense. Otherwise, because I know myself, I have too much ego, and I kind of don't like lowering my standards, and I cannot stand, I hate authority, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like cooked up in a relationship where somebody feels like, they're the boss of this relationship. Because, dynamics are quite interesting in a relationship. There's usually like a giver and a receiver.
True.
Yeah.
Every time, even when you go on a date, there's somebody who's like playing the role of, giving direction. Yeah. Even if it's a chick, and then there's somebody who's go chill. I never want to be the one who's chill. I'm that one who's just like, so where we headed, babe? What's on your mind? What are you thinking? What do you want to do right now?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely hate that. Like, if we're going out, you ask me, okay, so where are we going? We have a discussion. But at the same time, I'm like, you should know where you want to go.
Yeah.
But you know that also women can be very indecisive. Maybe you're asking her because you'll take her to some place and then she's like, why did you bring me here?
No, I'd rather she complain when I've already made a decision.
Yeah.
Yes, then we can tell you, no, I don't like this place. How about we try here? But when you're always like, where are we going? What do you want to eat? What do you want to see?
Like you're forcing
do you want to go out?
Imagine you tell your mama, I'll eat what you'll have.
What you'll have.
Aye.
I'll just have what you
Lord.
I literally...
Steph, why do I feel like this is so true for you? This is like a true story.
Yeah.
Somebody was just there looking for you to give them direction as a guy. Wow. Damn.
Code right.
0719012600. Guys, is it true that alpha females find it hard to get into a romantic relationship? Yeah. Maybe because the standards are too high. Just because they're naturally domineering. Just because, those type of guys are no longer there these days. Because I'm also seeing like a bunch of Kenyan men are becoming very empowered. It's like now, you know how guys say, I'm the prize, man. You get, what do you think?
Yeah.
But he ain't got none.
He ain't got none.
That's the problem.
He just so what's the worth of your prize?
Really a prize?
I doubt it.
No, you're not.
Yeah?
I mean, if you can't tell me where you're heading, what you want to do, what do you want to achieve, so that I know, okay, what is my role in this relationship?
Right.
I want to know, okay, this is where you're heading to, and of course, this is where you were going anyway.
Yeah.
So now you want a relationship with me. How can I benefit you? But if I come to you and you're just still like, oh, I don't know what I want to do with my life, I'm still thinking things through, I'm like, you're wasting my time. Yeah. I need to know someone who's, got a clear
But why can an alpha female then just play that role? Because clearly you are at a different level in terms of your confidence, in terms of how grounded you are. So then just take up that role.
That's a good question. Actually, I think they do take up that role.
Yeah.
And that's one of the problems. Because
most of the times we take up that role because we're waiting for you to be a man.
Yeah.
No, but like he'll probably never be that man.
Yeah.
At least like figure out your life.
His life is to be chill. Like he maybe has his own little money going on. He can afford his life.
If he can afford his life, he wants to be chill and everything, that's fine. But if you are broke, don't have a plan in life, don't have
vision
goals,
for the future.
Yeah, like you're wasting my time.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah, I mean, probably now that's why many alpha females find it so hard to be with like that.
It's hard
because it's like
they're running into slow guys who are just there, just not thinking, not executing, not telling her what next.
You can't be
Even
driving
plans.
a BMW and someone is there with a pickup trying to catch up with you.
Yeah.
Like,
but another thing,
you can't be serious.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Another thing that I feel like an alpha female can really help a man step up as well. I mean, if they find the kind of guy who, for real.
Yeah.
Just the way you can just see the sexiness, the authoritativeness. She's just oozing this control, and you kind of feel like, wow, this is really good, but I have to match up. And then it starts to become a journey of self-improvement. I've seen many men who've kind of, I don't care if he's just like, no.
Nah, but I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Because I saw something like that, and the end result was not appealing.
Yeah.
It looked very bad. It was in love. This thing for Love is Blind.
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it though.
You haven't watched it? I've watched a season.
Yeah.
And actually the ongoing one, I think it's already over. I don't know. So there's this chick here. She's she's actually Australian. She's a serious alpha female. And then the person she hooked up with on the show, he talked a really big game, how he played football, American football. You know, how, you know, he's got his life sorted. He's in the real estate.
Yeah.
And then when they met live, like, this chick, her reaction was so hilarious. Just this, she covered her face. She was like, oh my God.
Why?
What did I get myself into? Because his kid was skinny.
Yeah.
And then he has like a baby face. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
yeah.
you know
She's
you've
just
never
Because she's like,
played.
what? Yo, I thought you told me. Here's the part that just cracked me.
Yeah.
She's like, I thought you told me you played football. And then he's like, yeah, I played football a couple of years back. But you know, obviously, like for a
so
football guy, you'd expect
she
him
wanted
to be
a
big.
buff
Yeah,
guy.
Exactly.
Probably, yeah.
So then she was like, okay, fine, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yo, it was so embarrassing because the guy, he took her to where he stays. Turns out he stays with his folks. And then he stays in the basement, man.
Yeah.
So this chick's expressions were just like, oh my God, she was just so embarrassed. But she was cool, playing it cool for the sake of the show. But she just wanted out.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
now, so they started dating. So as part of like what they do on the show is now after you've already found your
They match you at
love,
the end.
your match, then they let you guys stay together, figure a way, and then if you decide to get married, they facilitate you, they give you guys all that, but they document the whole process.
Yeah.
You know, so they decided now, okay, fine, we'll just date, and then of course they were given a place to stay. Hey, yo. This mama was questioning this guy badly for everything, how he handles his finances. You know, so what do you do? What do you do when
the
you're...
guy's clueless?
Yeah. And he's like, Ati, and then he's like, Ati, what do you do at home when you don't have work? Ati, I take care of the cat. I wash the cat and I feed it. And then she's like, that's all you do?
Oh my God.
And then she's like, Ati, have you got any debt? Because if you start dating, I don't want to get into your debt problems. And he's like, Ati, I got into a bit of debt because I helped my mom. And then she's like, oh my God. So do you invest your money? How do you the money that you make off the real estate? What do you do with it? She's sizing this guy badly, Maze. Every facet of his life, she questions. So that's what I'm saying. You know, JP, how you say, because, you know, by the way, side note, this guy kept on saying, oh, you know, I love you because you're going to make my life better.
Oh, that's crazy.
No,
Ati, you're
that's
going to
a
make me
gold
step up.
digger.
You're going to make me step up. I love a strong woman. This whole thing for saying you love a strong woman,
You can't
sounds
handle it.
sexy until now you guys start actually dating.
You can't
Yeah.
handle that.
You know, that
Yeah.
strong thing, will just, she'll look past you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because she's too ambitious. You know, strength comes with ambition. You know, because she's trying to, obviously she's territorial. She's looking to conquer certain things. And then eventually she'll be like, I need another man. You know, I can't carry you along.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And these guys who talk too much before you actually get to know each other. I run this business. I'm in a corporate world landscape. Yeah, we do a lot of investing. And, you know, they just talk too much. Alpha females and alpha males, you never talk too much.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
say
like they
less.
know their point, they know what they're doing. You meet this woman, she's really not going to tell you everything about her businesses. She's just going to keep it on the low first.
Yeah.
You know, but she'll tell you, I'm in business. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, you know, whatever. I'm in the transport and logistics business, blah, blah, blah. She'll keep it low level. But now you're going deep, and that's what that guy did probably.
Do you want to know? But
All the things he can do.
Exactly. And that's how they couldn't work out on that, that love is blind thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to know dynamics by there of a relationship that one of you is alpha and another one is not, especially the person who's not, for the guys, for example, they keep on justifying themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, you
Yeah.
justify why you play sports.
Yeah.
You keep on justifying why you're so chill.
Yeah.
You justify why
Why you live here?
you live here. You justify why you go broke for now.
Yeah, hey, don't worry. You know, some investment
Yeah, something's
deals
gonna come
coming
up.
in,
I'm working on
coming
something,
in.
babe. Oh, you know, you justify why you're not in your best shape.
Yeah.
You know, you're justifying everything, but guess what? She's not justifying.
She's just being
She
herself.
doesn't even say too much about her own
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Just know, my brother. The moment she start looking for validation from a mama like that, you're the B.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey B, you know, hey, what's up B? You're that
Yeah,
B.
hooting your own trumpet. Yeah.
Now your girlfriend is gonna start calling you, hey B.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, bro.
No, can you get me go clean the dishes, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring me some
Yeah.
some
Hey.
fruits while you're at it.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Alpha females are dope. Alpha females, I like them because they have high standards. Everyone has to grow. You're living out your full potential. The problem with the alpha females is I feel like it's very hard for you to find that one.
Mismatched.
It's very hard. Like, you're going to have to be patient. It's going to take you some time.
And you know, also independence does a lot to you. These women know that they're independent. They're already used to their space. So for them to bring someone in, you really have to be someone very important for them to justify why the hell you're in their life in the first place.
Status,
you
man.
know.
Yeah.
So like, I have my own independence. I have my own space. I have my own car, my own homes, and I'm doing my businesses, my offices. Why do I need you? You know. So she questions herself. Why does she need this man? in her life?
Unless, bro, status, man. Let me tell you, bro. You could be timid. You could be lazy. but you're from a wealthy family, I think an alpha female would kidogo stand you.
Yeah, because
She'd be like, just because your
at
dad,
least I'm not gonna be financially strained.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
You
because your dad is Museveni.
Museveni.
You actually stop being in a relationship. Like, you're in a relationship with her. She's looking at you as her network.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, she's thinking, okay, this guy.
Yeah, if I go to the
can't-
golf club,
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet a few other executives
'Cause of him.
there.
To
So let's
boost
go.
myself
This is a
up.
perfect
Like,
network.
Basically, I know you're useless. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you're just at the back there sipping on champagne.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
closing
So you
deals
go
on this
take
side.
care of the cat. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to take care of your networks. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can also tell who's coming at you for what you have. So you'll find most of them don't even tell you what they do. It's like, what do you do? Oh, I manage this, or I work here.
That's it. No more
Yeah.
details.
You never see their
Yeah.
offices. You never know where they live. Like, this person is just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're
Someone's
just quiet. It's like, yeah, I live in a place, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm comfortable. I can pay my own stuff. We never ask you for money. So, like, even when you're out in the restaurants, the first thing they look at you is like, okay, is he going to take up the bill or should I?
Yeah.
We don't want to embarrass you. It's like, okay, let's see where this is going to go.
sliding me a
Yeah,
few
and then
dollars
she
under
lets you
the
just.
table.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Now you get your fidgety.
Yeah,
You kind
give me
of
some-
you want to ask her to top up, but
Give
you
me
don't
some
want
cash. I
to.
might text you when you're on the table.
You know,
like, check your phone.
Yeah, yeah. Check. I mean,
Darling, please send me some 5K.
I know. Let me
Yeah.
come back. You're going to the bathroom to call your friends.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, just send me that 3Gs now.
First of all, if
Now,
a
bro.
guy
It's
wakes
an
up,
emergency. Huh?
we already know if a guy wakes up to go to the bathroom when the check comes in, it's a red flag.
That's the money thing.
We just know, okay, here there's nothing. So you come back, find, you know, the bill has been paid and she's probably left.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Do you think an alpha female would get mad if you gave them a ring that's not, you know,
That's not the ring.
yeah, that's not the ring?
I think she'll only get mad if it's a cheap ring, bro.
If it's a cheap ring.
Yeah, that's the difference between now, you know, what I mean, that's the reason she'll probably get mad. If
Yeah.
you're like, bro, let me tell you the things that make her I feel like, because I think I've dated an alpha female, by the way.
Me too.
Cheap stuff. Because she feels like you're sizing and you're bringing her down to your level. You know what I mean? Like I used to, you get, bro, I took her for rugby some time back. Yeah, this chick I dated, she just saw my friend. She was like, wow, Kevin, I swear to God, if you ever bring me here
Again.
I was like, me, they're cool people.
Yeah.
They're so fresh. They're
Like,
free.
don't
you know.
ever.
You guys should, and then she was just
I know
so-
I know someone also who did the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I mean, this is a place like I can hang out and meet very important people
Exactly.
in
Like,
society.
yeah, or just
But
have a
yo,
good time.
She reached the door and she just stood there and she was like, no. That person was pissed.
Yeah, man.
Eh? Don't ever bring me there. You know, this,
Yeah.
no, that's just cannot work.
For me, you know, cuz, but
I was so embarrassed, man.
so I went to she was at a hotel,
Yeah.
a very high end hotel. I'm not gonna say which one. And then so me, I was doing my thing. You know, I'm a legit guy as well. I have my own thing going on. And then she's like, "Oh, Kev, it's like when they start." Let me not give details.
Hint, hint.
Let me not give details. But so she invited me to such and such a place.
Yeah.
And then she told me, but here's how she played me. She was like, "Oh, we're just gonna leave right now," because I was like, I swear, if I go and chill there, she's gonna ask me to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, she could handle her own. But she kept on telling me, "Oh, you know, Kev, I need you to be the man that you are. Okay, baby? You know, always take..." I'm like, okay, I know. But I'm like, oh my God, she's just talking constantly. I know she's referring to the money.
Yeah.
My nigga, say I went.
Uh-huh.
Checked in like this, man. So guys are dipping the gig. So there were some celebs who came through.
Yeah.
And so the after party was at that hotel. I'm like, wow, everyone's looking all fresh. I just went where she was seated. Her friends, she had like a gang of 5 friends all over. Boss babes, all of them. So me, I'm like, easy.
So you're supposed to come and pull
Rasta's
a
also doing my thing. You know, me, I'm a radio guy.
Yeah.
You know, I got my own. So me, I thought I was just going to get them like, yo, B, let's dip.
Yeah.
So I told her, she was like, nah. She's like, oh my God, Kev, let's just sit. Kwanzaa, we've just ordered. Another boutique came through. So me, I'm like, easy, let's do our thing. The problem is, and I hate saying this, is because I had to handle the whole bill.
You had to handle the whole bill
Say I had to. Because I'm the man. Because she kept on telling me to express myself as the man.
as the man.
You know,
How
show
much
me
was
man.
that?
I don't have to say the details, bro. Just know it was embarrassing.
Yeah, very
To the
embarrassing.
brother.
You're like, hey, KCB account. Hey, I'm sure.
No.
You're collecting your cash,
Bro.
sending it to your person.
No, man. I was grounded. You get
Okay,
I had
bro.
the masculine frame. I was very relaxed.
Yeah, so they felt more
But
confident.
no. But here's what she said. Because she was kidogo tipsy. So she lost her frame. because she's seated now, like you see where Steph is.
Yeah.
So me, I'm here, and then her other friend is like somewhere here because they're doing their BS, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You good, B? You good?" I was like, "What are you doing? Stop asking me if I'm good."
Yeah.
Because now I felt bad. I felt like she kind of sized me.
I think
Yeah.
I think the same thing happened to me, but now it's somewhere in Karen, actually, next to the shopping center. So I mean, this is a friend I've met. We're just hanging out. We're going. Let's just do a drive and talk. And then she pulls up at a liquor store. It was called something De La Torres, somewhere in Karen. I think the guy moved. She, so I was like, okay, cool. She's doing her thing. She's got her ride. She parks. She gets in and she starts picking bottles and putting them on a trolley. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you're gonna handle business.
Bottle. Sujinini drinks all the and then she just touches my shoulder. She's like, "You're good, yeah? You can handle this, yeah?"
Yeah.
And
Do you know what that means?
And I'm like, damn.
She's doubting you, bro.
I mean, I wasn't ready to spend 8,500.
Exactly. Like, even if
just
it's
like
ridiculous, bro. You're not supposed to spend all that money.
We were just
if
hanging
you're
out.
not ready to.
Yo, she just ordered botis there, man. I think the bill came 8 Gs plus 4 Gs, like 12 Gs, man.
But sometimes maybe,
Unprepared.
Is that let me ask you for it. Is that an alpha female ama that's just a spoiled woman?
I think
No,
that's an
that's
alpha
not-
female who's also trying to take advantage of other people because
think
they're
so
those
too.
ones who just don't want to touch
yeah,
their
it's
bag.
it's like a game for her.
That is
Yeah.
not an alpha female. I'll tell you straight
That
out.
was a thug.
That is a gold digger who's trying to come off with a persona of an alpha female.
I agree.
But that is not an
True,
alpha
I think you're right.
There's actually a thin line between a gold digger and an alpha female.
Yes, because if I walk into a place like the boutique place,
Yeah.
I already know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
You're just there for the company. If you say you want to pay, that's fine. You can pay, but I don't need you to pay because either way, I was gonna walk in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
don't you? Yeah, there should be like
so
a discussion, like,
there's
hey,
a thing.
Kev.
There's a huge difference between an alpha female and a gold,
gold digger.
digger.
I just think a true alpha female keeps it classy. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't even have to show you that she's got her money.
Yeah.
And she's not rude. Like people who think they're rude. I mean, especially people who think it's cool to be rude because you come off as domineering and alpha.
Domineering,
No,
nah.
you look very shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think
That's less
being
classy.
rude, that's less classy. Because if you think being rude makes you the alpha of your group,
Yeah.
no, it just makes you look so silly and people
Actually,
are gonna,
you're the dumbest among the group.
and then eventually you're not gonna have friends.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are gonna dip you, isn't it? Like a true alpha female is somebody who actually takes responsibility.
But at the same time, she understands your financial situation. Like you could be high at times, you could be low at times.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
mean that
It's
I'm
true.
gonna make you pay the whole bill.
Exactly.
There's a situation I was in a while back, very long time ago, where we went out to a club, had a couple of drinks with the friends, and then more people came in and we're all just chilling.
Yeah.
And the guy said he's gonna pay the whole bill. I was like, yeah, sure. You make the money, you can pay the bill. That's fine. But I don't know what he did with his card. I think he blocked his card or something.
Intentionally.
No.
No.
Like he was
Intentionally.
tipsy.
You have to reach
checking.
out, isn't it?
Yeah, he was
Wow.
tipsy, so he blocked his card, and he was just there thinking, "Oh my gosh, I blocked my card."
Yeah.
And then the bank is calling we've noticed this happening in your card, so we've frozen your account because we
Okay.
don't know what's going on. Yeah, I just tapped in on the side and just swiped my card. I was like, "Here you go." Pay for it.
Did you ask him to
Didn't
pay you
need
back?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Did he ever? Okay. Did he think
he-
of paying you back?
Yeah.
Oh, he paid me double, but I didn't ask
No,
for
that's
it.
what's up.
nice.
That's a fresh guy.
Yeah.
I never
okay.
asked for
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see, we could do that because I understand your situation and I understand where you are. I'm not going to embarrass you in front of people. Be like, oh, you good? You're good? Of course, I'm going to do it on the side. No one needs to know. It's between you and I.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
you made me look at it from a different angle. Alpha female is very responsible. She's a leader without a title.
Absolutely.
She has that
I
queen
like that.
energy. Yeah, she's got the queen energy. You see them, man. You see them. Kwanzaa corporate mamas who
Yeah, you can
who've
Yeah.
achieved a lot. They've gotten to the peak of the corporate ladder.
careers and yeah.
She doesn't have to rub it on your face. You know what I mean? She's gonna handle people like her staff, for example, her department.
Very
Yeah.
well.
Sometimes you're gonna buy them food. Make sure that they're sorted. Is there anything that she paid for this nigga some rent? That's proper alpha energy.
But we never tell you.
Exactly.
It's always on the down low. People who are very shouty about it, then you start wondering, okay, you're wearing your money. Why are you wearing your money?
Because we're the Africans.
Which you
We are
need
from
to
Nigeria.
And then when you
I got the money.
How else will you not have money?
You're rude rude.
I have
the
to wait.
How else
I
you
eat
gonna
my
show me
money.
respect?
I have to show you my money.
You're rude to the waiter, and the waiter says, "Your card has declined, sir."
Do you know how many drinks you can buy here? You can even buy this place.
All right, let's get back into the music, and then when we come back, we'll read your comments, and also we'll give you some more vibes, eh? So, first of all, if you're just joining us right now, guys, do you think it's hard for an alpha female to get a man, to get into a relationship? Not necessarily a man. I mean, it could be a relationship with whatever, with a woman, another man.
And actually, just before you log off the link, I think
Yeah.
it's alpha females, they prefer to have a woman on the side rather than have a man.
Why would you say that, UK?
Excuse
Real
you.
talk.
Yeah, for real?
Emotionally, because we've not talked about the emotional aspect of all this. We've
Yeah.
just spoken about the physical aspect.
Okay,
of a man,
yeah,
blah,
you
blah,
have
blah.
to be very specific as to what you're
I
talking
feel, and this is what I've studied, and I think
Yeah.
I've noticed on many women, like the alpha females, because it's very hard to get a man who's on your wavelength and in your criteria. When you want emotional intimacy, it's easier to get it from a woman. Some of these women don't become lesbians by chance. It's just a choice that they make.
For me, I think alpha people, even men,
Yeah.
this is like it's both sides. You find like a really especially older or really older men and women. I think the reason they go for the same sex at some point, even if they're actually really straight,
Yeah.
is for the thrill.
It's
I think
thrill.
she's conquered everything that you can imagine that's
just-
pleasurable
yeah,
to her.
she just wants-
She can get pretty much any guy. She can pay to sleep with any guy. You know what I mean? She's eaten the best food. It gives like, oh my God, like, where is this from?
Yeah.
Good food. You've gone, you've dressed up. You have the
What
best,
else to do?
Yeah, best clothes from the craziest designers out there. The only thing left now is for you to sample somebody from the same sex. So it's like thrill. It's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
let's find out. You know what I mean? Because that's what I even see in movies. I feel like that's where now rich people get to. They're like, you know what? The only thing left for me to conquer is maybe it's a sexual thrill.
Yeah.
Or like going for something crazy like hiking to
Exactly, because they
Mount
need
Everest.
they need the emotional intimacy, and they're not
Yeah.
getting this guys.
Yeah, yeah.
It's either one, she's gonna experiment
Yeah,
with a lady,
yeah.
or she's got some guy who was just always on a booty call.
Yeah. Did you check the story for Nani's wife?
played the fifth.
Warren Buffett's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett's ex-wife, when she had cancer. You guys, I think she's even dead already. His first wife. She was so disturbed, and then because she was like, "Oh my God, my life is running out, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die very soon." And she was into playing tennis. So what she told Warren, he's like, "Yo, fam, see, we have the money. See, you got the kids and the grandkids, yeah, and even 2 adopted kids. So for me, I kind of like my trainer.
Whoa.
We've done everything we can ever imagine. We started a family. We've built a company, Berkshire Hathaway, da da da. So for me, I'm going for the longest holiday with this trainer. He's going to take care of all my needs. And you have to bless me, Warren. Warren was like, Sawa, you go do your thing. But here's the catch. You know what his wife said? She was like, I'm watching for you, the nanny, the house girl, the
Yeah.
house manager, the lady, whatever.
Yeah.
To take care of you. And what that meant, because now she wasn't sick, she never had cancer.
Yeah.
She was very healthy, but also could go old.
Yeah.
So Warren ended up marrying her instead. Just,
the
to
helper.
take the helper. Because she was okay. I mean, she wasn't like badly.
Yeah.
Whatever. So she ended up being now his main helper, also like a wife. But the
Yeah.
whole idea was just to help Warren because it was his old age. So the point is, at some point, some mamas, especially alphas, I think they're just like, Kwanzaa now at a later age when their kid will go old, they're just like, I'm going to do this thing for the thrill. May have achieved everything I want.
Yeah.
I'm going to start dating my gym instructor. Not for anything, just for company. Of course, he's going to satisfy my sexual needs.
Gym instructor is
That's the common one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for company.
Yeah.
And that's what they're usually left with at some point.
I've
Because
seen that with
Yeah.
non-alpha women as well.
Non-alpha.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to afford it. With your kidogo money, because I feel like alpha comes with money.
Let's not speak about alpha with no mullah.
Yeah, you gotta be for you to achieve that status as alpha, you gotta have your money.
Yeah.
So the ones who don't have as much money as the alpha females, of course they have their needs. They're gonna do it, but from a kidogo low end level.
Yeah, they wouldn't hack it all the way.
won't
You're not
hack
gonna get the trainer at Sarova. It's like a local trainer of yours.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Warren's ex, obviously the late wife, because she died.
Yeah.
Those who had like a holiday home in the island somewhere. So she went with this trainer over there, her tennis trainer, and then they lived together happily ever after until she died.
Happily ever after.
Jeez.
Hey.
All right, so it's 8:47 right now. Stories for days.
Man.
If you're just joining us, fam, is it real, man? Do you think the alpha females find it hard to get into a romantic relationship. So let's keep it moving with some Ty Dolla $ign featuring YG. Name of the song is X.
The greatest hits live here. Spice FM.